Should you be worried about this mastery loadout situation? Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Look, a lot of us were incredibly excited about the prospect that we are getting mastery loadouts. But of course, there is a lot of speculation. I think a lot of us, we're not fools. We know Kabam. So when we see stuff like this, we're kind of like, yeah, it's actually coming. Is Kabam doing us a bit of a dirty when it comes to it? Especially because this is something that is happening on April Fool's Day, April 1st. It is also a bank holiday in the UK. And I don't know if Kabam are going to be observing Easter bank holiday weekend. I can imagine so, especially because they're doing the live stream. And I forgot about this as well. The live stream, the MCOC live stream is today. Is today at 10 a.m. PST. I think, no, not 10 a.m. PST. 9 a.m. PST today is happening. So we'll be doing some coverage of that. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that. But let's face it, over the years, there's a lot of April Fool's based happenings. No, Kabam will not do a joke if Defender has 1,000% health. That's not the case. But they've done other stuff in the past as well. I mean, look, does anybody remember the Deadpool Infinity Crystal, which you just went on forever and ever and ever and always, and it became really, really annoying and weird, but it was a bit fun. Do you know, even though I found it very frustrating and weird, it was kind of like, it was fun. Obviously, so genuinely a dumb concept. All right, okay. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. But in other years, they've had weird things like Aunt May, Herald of Galactus. Does everybody remember this? Yep, I'll put a link to it in the description if you wanted to go back into the ecosphere in the past. This is a 2021 April Fool's Day based thing. You know, Kabam did that. That was enjoyable. That was fun. That was weird. Did this champ ever come and release? No. Will we actually see it this year? I don't know. That was 3 years ago. But of course, one of my favourites was indeed the Big Head mode. This was a fun mode which had... I only get standard definition, that's annoying. Yeah, just with like heads of the champions were a lot bigger. And it was really funny. You had like... Doctor Doom was one of my favourites. We had King Groot, you know, Iceman. Oh, and over the years, they've kind of got better. I'd love to see this mode come back. It's a favourite of mine. If you've been following the channel for years, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, it's been a favourite of mine and many other people as well. But of course, we've got to talk about, is this... We've set the scene. Let's get into it. So look, over the last 48 hours... Since it was announced, because it was announced on Tuesday, and now we're into, well, I'm recording it on Wednesday, putting it out on Thursday. But yeah, like as pointed out by Shu, the news about Mastery Loadout is great and all, but it's hard to be excited when the date's released of the April 1st. Now, something I should have made a mention to, I did say in the video that I posted on Tuesday that in the CCP we knew of this particular thing that was happening. We haven't seen how it's going to, like, visually, how it's going to, and systems and structure of it. We don't know that. We don't know the dynamics of it. But what we do know, it was happening. So that's positive. And at least if you know, like Kabam was saying to the CCP, this is going to happen, it's then increases what would be like a 50-50 to at least something like an 80-20 that it's going to happen. As an 80% it will happen, 20% they're just kind of messing us around. And I just don't think Kabam can catch any more L's. Like, they need the W's, and they would catch a huge L if they did not promise this and deliver it at the same time. And of course, you know, as I said, I'm really excited about this. I get where people are coming from for their criticisms with things, but Kabam could have made it a lot worse for switching costs. I really could. April Fool's jokes are good when they are done 1st of April, and when we forget it is April 1st. I highly doubt a joke supposed to happen on April 1st would be announced several days before, and I think it's kind of the point of the matter. And I think it's just a case of just, you know, hammering home some stuff. I watch my back if I were you. You never know what things Kabam are plotting these days, especially that Jax, I caught him chanting something in the break room just last week. I don't think he saw me though. Well, he is being referred to as a short king at Kabam, so I don't know. people bullying people at Kabam based on height, you know, dear, not very good. He is a short king, and they refer to him as Puck. No, I think they're joking around. You bloody well hope so, you know, in this day and age with stuff, you know, bullying in the workplace, you know, don't want to go into the Kabam HR, like what the crack is with that. But look, Kabam Jax does give a bit of a positive spin on this one. Especially with like the amount of, and this is the thing, isn't it? The amount of uproar that the community would give, would happen. It was in the case would be massive. Kabam ain't stupid, my dude. Yeah, agreed 100%. One of the most requested features, don't use as a joke. Announcing Aunt May as the Aunt May. Okay, use as a joke. Yeah, like I'm sure there will be some sort of like April Fool's based thing that's meant to be, you know, fun, funny, and I'm sure we'll love it. We'll think it's brilliant. But at the same time, this is this is a really important thing. As one of the people who routinely is on the receiving end of community wrath, Wrath of the Titans, there is a 0% chance that I would allow anyone to make a joke of this magnitude. I don't think people are that bad with Jax. I think Jax is good. Jax is good peoples. It's always difficult being a community manager, as much as kind of like Kabam, like, you know, says some ridiculous things at time. That time is a resource thing, and several other things in the past. It's not easy being a community manager, I must admit, because you have to toe a company line based on the hand that feeds you. You have to kind of like, yeah, toe the company line. You also have to try and keep people happy, which is so difficult. You can't make people happy. I'm nearly, I've now 9 years being a Marvel Contest of Champions YouTuber, 10 as being a YouTuber in general, and it's yeah, you struggle at times to keep people happy, but we do the best we can, and I think that's the thing. As long as you're kind of positive about what you do, and I'm very positive about what I'm doing, very happy person, you just got to do the best you can with it. So at least it gives some clarity, and of course. Out of nowhere, a wild Command Mike appears and says, Jax and I have had a rule, and that it's why you haven't heard much about Mastery Loadouts until the announcement. And that's true. I am glad they've waited long to say that. Look, I'm still going with it's happening, by the way, Mastery Loadouts. They only want to announce something if it's actually going to happen, because the biggest problem is there's things, features, and improvements this game still needs and has got, but it's only worth announcing when they can actually do it. Because if the technology's not going to allow them to do it, we've got a problem. Oh, by the way, this could still come out bugged, this particular new mode, but I am glad they are doing it. The rule is that until we are absolutely positively sure that Mastery Loadouts were coming and we have seen the feature in game with our own eyes, I can't wait until the 1st of April. We do not talk about it with the community at all, because this has been something we know that you have wanted and have been disappointed by the long wait for. These are real and they are coming. April 1st is just the timing of when the new version releases. And that's a good point. I just got to check actually from some messaging as to like when the when is it? Yeah, that it's kind of apt timing, because I'm looking now. The information is that on the 44.0 release is going to be on April 1st. So the new update is going in on that particular day. Now that gives me some hope that Kabam are going to do that particular stuff with the mode. Like it's going to be. They're also going to do the bit like another mode. Like I'm hoping to do like a big head mode or something like that, something fun or something different, something quirky, and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm not saying like do something like Aunt May type level of stuff, but maybe it's the return of like the big head mode. Would Kabam do the return of the what is it? The Infinity Crystal? Oh, I don't know, but yeah, to kind of build up an April Fool's joke. I think it's just a case of like it's bad. It's just been bad timing. Would have been good if it was Tuesday and then people would go, "Oh, thank God it's after April Fools." Yes, I'm sure people would have liked that, but it's confirmed it is coming, and it indeed is not an April Fools. Man, if I kind of like log in on Monday after the update, and is not there, I'm going to feel like a complete arse. But in any case, that's been a video. Do you still think it's not coming? Do you think it is coming? Put it in the comment section. Check out some other content. And tune back in later on as we cover lots of things when it comes to the new side quest. Other information should be good. Should be exciting. Live stream dissection. Let's go!